what's going on? Toronto's getting a Michelin guide pretty soon. So I'm going to make my predictions. But first, let's read what other people are predicting online and see if I agree with them. I found this article where some of the city's top chefs have shared their predictions. So let's see what they say. Okay, so first, Samantha Medeiros, chef at La Palma. She's saying canoe. That's a very classic choice. Canoe's been around forever, known for their fine dining. I've been there once, but it was a long time ago. I wasn't too impressed because it was Winterlicious menu. I can't believe they even participate in something where they dumb down the menu just so people can afford it. But Canoe, I could see making the list. I personally wouldn't put it at 1 star, but I think the list, I think the Michelin guide might. All right, next, Claudio Aprile, MasterChef Canada judge. So this guy should know his food pretty well, and he's saying aloe. That's a safe choice, very classic. Everyone knows aloe's been at the top of Canada for years now. They only got dethroned this year. So, I mean, I'd expect aloe to be on the list. I'd put it at a 1. I haven't tried it. I've tried their takeout, but that was not very good, actually. I've known people that went there, said it's not that impressive. So maybe a 1. 1's appropriate for aloe. But then that begs the question, where does the rest of the places go? Because if aloe's supposed to be the best here, so they might have to give them a 2. I mean, they don't have to follow these other lists. They can do whatever they want themselves. But aloe should be on there. Either 2 or a 1. I'm thinking 1, but they might be generous and give them a 2 star. The next one, Mary Din, head chef of Sarah, says Mimi Chinese. All right, this I have a problem with. This I have a big problem with because the people that I've known that have gone to Mimi Chinese says it's not exceptionally good. And for Chinese food, especially Chinese food, it's way overpriced. And if it's not that well done and it's not, then why? Maybe it's because I'm Chinese that I feel a type of way about this. But I don't think that it represents Chinese food. From what everyone tells me, they'd rather just have regular Chinese food instead of this. Because they're pretty much taking a slight twist on a traditional Chinese dish and charging 3 times the price. So by knowing that, I can't condone that. And if it's not that much tastier too, what's the point? So I cannot believe this is on the list. I don't think this should be on the list whatsoever. It would be insane if this made it on the stars, on the Michelin star guide. Next, Ricardo Dominguez of Soluna. He says Bar Isabel. I like Bar Isabel a lot. I've been very impressed by the quality of their stuff. I've never thought it to be at that level where it deserves a Michelin star, but if you had to put it there, it'd be a 1. I think this is an interesting choice. I think it could make a lot of other Michelin guides, maybe just not deserving of a star. Roland Torrig Ducharme of One Kitchen Toronto says Richmond Station. Another very, very, very solid restaurant. But once again, I don't think it deserves a Michelin star. I think it's just a solid restaurant. You can put on another guide, but to give it a 1 star, I don't think it's on that level. I'm very sorry to say that, but I don't think it is. And then the last one is Tom Thuong Lu, the executive chef of Sheridan Center, Toronto. They say George Restaurant. I've been to George fairly recently too, and I've got to say I was slightly disappointed. People raved about George a lot. They said, oh, it's one of the best restaurants in Toronto. They have this very interesting tasting menu that changes with the season or changes every week or whatever. But sadly, I was unimpressed with the dessert for sure. I was unimpressed with. There were a few dishes I did like. I'm not saying I didn't like the entire meal. I liked most of it. I was disappointed by the dessert. I was disappointed with the wine pairing. With a 1 star, I feel like you shouldn't even be disappointed. It should be a very solid restaurant with very solid quality of food. And if I'm disappointed by something like a dessert, it almost begs the question, are you only thinking about part of the meal and not thinking about the other part? Everything has to go together very well for you to deserve a star at all. So aside from the ones already listed, I think another one that's probably going to be at the top, either 2 or 3 stars even, will be Saito. An omakase place. serving very traditional Japanese flavors. From what I've told, it's the best sushi in the entire city. It's like the only place you need to go if you really want that experience. A close second might be Shoshin, but that might be like a 1-star if you wanted to put it on the list. But Saito should be up there as the best restaurant in all of Toronto, I think. I've heard people talk about ALFONSO 1987. People say they have Michelin star aspirations, but realistically, from what I've heard from people, it's not at that level. It slightly disappoints from the expectations, despite it being named the best Italian food outside of Italy. Think that like that's insane. It's supposed to be at that very like the pinnacle of Italian food outside the country. From what I've heard, people are slightly disappointed by it. I don't know. Maybe they'll make it to the list, maybe they don't. I'm thinking 1 at best if they make the list. You can probably tell I'm pretty bearish on restaurants in Toronto making it onto like the Michelin star list. I think of all the restaurants listed, those are pretty much the ones that are in contention. I don't think there's any other ones really left out that people think that should deserve to be on that list. But let's wait a little bit. The list is coming out soon, and then we'll react to that when it does. And we're back. They just released the Michelin guide for Toronto. Let's see which restaurants got the star. Let's see if my predictions are right. All right, so first one, ABURI HANA. I've heard of it. It's a pretty good restaurant, but they got a star? That's a little surprising to me. Which other one got the 1 star? Alo. Hey, there you go. I'll start on that one. Alo with a 1 star. Makes perfect sense to me. I bet some people thought that Alo would be like 3 or 2 star. Nah, it's a 1 star. It's deserving of the 1, I guess. Okay, so let's continue. What's next? ALOBAR? How is Alo and ALOBAR on this list? What? ALOBAR gets a 1 too. That's a little weird to me. I don't know. I thought Alo would be the better of the 2 restaurants. So I don't know why both of them got a 1 star, but the guy makes good food, I guess, so he gets a 1 star. Don Alfonso, yes, yes, I said that too. I was like, I'm not sure if they should get 1, but they got the 1. This makes sense. Now I'm really curious who got the 2 and the 3. Like, who's left? Because these are pretty much like the top of the top Toronto restaurants right here. Oh. EDULIS? Never been. I got no opinion here. I hear it's pretty good though, so maybe it's actually worth the hype. What if I make a series of going to every single one of these restaurants to see if they're worth their stars? That would be kind of fun for me. And I guess it'd be kind of curious for you guys, if you guys should spend your money going there. I'm the one spending all my money, I guess. Enigma's pretty good. I totally forgot about Enigma. They're pretty solid, so I'm happy for him that he got 1. Solid, solid. He used to work at a 3 Michelin star restaurant anyways. Used to be #1 in the world, so he has the proper training and proper skills to make a 1 star, so good job. This guy's so excited. I mean, it is a big achievement. Frilu. Never been. You guys tell me, is this Frilu good? You guys heard of this? I haven't. KAISEKI YU-ZEN? I think I've heard of this. I think it's relatively new, so I haven't been. It sounds good though. Like, I really wanted to try KAISEKI somewhere. This might be the place where I go first. KAISEKI is a very cool Japanese course layout meal that's supposed to be really good, so very traditional. OSTERIA Julia? I guess That chef that predicted it, they got that right. Osteria Julia. Quetzal. Found something I've never heard of again. I have no idea what Quetzal is. I've even seen the name before. Shoshin! Hey, I got that right. Let's go. Yeah, Shoshin's supposed to be pretty good. So yeah, 1 star for them. Good job, good job. Solid. Like, there's so many 1 stars. But who's above it? I bet you it's gonna be... It has to be Saito. Saito's the best omakase in the city. Oh my god, don't tell me Canoe's gonna be up there. No. Okay, last one. Yukashi. Another one I've never heard of. What are these restaurants? Where have I been? Yukashi? Dude, this guy's an OG. This guy's walking up with no care in the world. Look at that pimp limp. That does it for the 1 stars. Congratulations. Everyone did a great job. Yes, yes. I think I got a lot of those. Or the ones that I said would get 1. I think, yeah, made it up here. Okay. Who's gonna be 2 star? Canoe? Or is there no 3 star? Saito's 2. Oh. That must mean there's no 3. There must be no 3. There's no 3. So yeah, I was right. There's no 3 Michelin star. Oh man. Canoe didn't make it either. Oh, I knew it didn't deserve to be there. Fucking A. Oh yes. So 1 2 star, the rest are 1s. That makes sense to me. That's fine. I have nothing to say about this list. This list is pretty proper. George Restaurant's not on there either. Didn't think they would deserve to be there. You'd be pushing it if they got there. Yes. That does it. That's the end of the Michelin guide. Oh my god. For the stars, I think they got it right. I was so afraid that they were just gonna throw out stars like it's nothing. Give out 3 stars to random restaurants, 2 stars to random restaurants, just so they can have and say there's a 3 Michelin star restaurant in Toronto. I thought they were just gonna throw stars out like that. But I'm not mad at this list at all. 2 Michelin stars for Saito makes sense. The rest of them are 1s. I'll have to try some of them because I've never been. Some of them I've never even heard of, which is kind of wild. I thought I would at least know their name. Or like I should have been able to see their name somewhere, right? Like you would think on any of the Yelp list, not the Yelp list. Come on, the Yelp list. Maybe in like the Blog.to or one of those food blogs, they would have said some of these names, but I've never, it's never come up once. Some of these names, I swear to God. But I'm not mad at it. Like Alo, Enigma, these are places that I know are good, so 1 star for them makes sense. And the ones that got left out, those make sense to me too, which is the great thing. The ones that I didn't think were gonna make it there didn't. So those, I don't know what those chefs were thinking that predicted those restaurants to make the list. Those were not like I didn't think, I thought for sure those were not gonna be on the list, for sure. So that's my reaction to the Michelin guide coming to Toronto. My first reaction video. So tell me what you guys thought of it. Do I need to do more stuff? Do I need to talk more during this reaction? I wanted to try doing some reaction videos, so let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.